Player haters gonna player hate, and we call them player haterators that participate in player hateration.
Sure, you could be up. Isn't it past your bedtime?
Allegedly.
Mike's gonna give us the caffeine pills, the powdered caffeine. What you got?
Ah, dude, I'm actually like tired. I'm like, oh fuck. I think after it hits yield over, like I'm gonna probably take a nap. Like my sleep schedule's wrecked. Yeah, man, I don't do that shit no more or anything like that. Like I'm chill, dude. Just smoke a little pot. Just fucking stay out of trouble. FBI, open up. Like, oh no, it's just some weed, man.
Get some more people pouring in here.
Dude, I have been getting like nonstop fucking like scam text messages and stuff. It's just like, please come in my pussy, baby, and it's just like, click this link. It's like, what? Like, are you the scammers like just not trying anymore?
Yeah, you just gotta cast out a net and see what you catch, right?
Yeah, I guess. You know, the African Prince email scam went on for years, dude. That took advantage of a lot of old people. I find it's funny. It's just like you know, it went on for years. Just like emails, be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Nigerian prince. Give me $5,000. I'll give you $1,000,000." You know, you see these Bitcoin and Ethereum scams everywhere, and they have all the bots running them, and it's like, "Send me an ETH, I'll send you too." And it's just like a replay of like Elon Musk and stuff. Those things pop up every 5 seconds, man.
And stay vigilant.
Lol. Crazy, man. Like the more I looked at crypto and just look around, I'm like, God, man, it's just like we need a couple like better things. It's just like but it's all happening here, dude. Like, you know, Bitcoin is a scam, maybe, probably, and Ethereum, you know, obviously has its utility. But a lot of these other things, man, I'm just like, they just keep popping up too, man. It's just like 10 more NFT platforms go down, another fucking 15 pop up, or like, you know, making the NFTs. Fucking nuts, man. What was this? I saw a Richard post and it was like eggs are like $6 or something.
Yeah, dude, it's a joke. Absolute joke. I mean, I was paying attention to it like over a year ago, watching them go up from like 220 to like 320, and now all of a sudden they're fucking $5. It's like one of the most basic like forms of protein you can buy. Well, I don't know. Not one of the more basic ones. It's a staple. It's fucking robbery, man.
Oh my god, this person just put up a post. It's $20 for a pound. Oh no! Oh wait. It says 48 per ounce. Dude, everything is getting just too crazy, bro.
I mean, you figure the average person making like minimum wage or like $18 an hour, like what can they buy with that hour's worth of work? They can buy like 2 gallons of gas and like a pound of ground beef if they're lucky.
I just got some of those chickens that are good to eat. You know, the ones that you can, live chickens. I got them as eggs. And because a lot of the chickens that you get, they're good for they're like bred for laying eggs, but they're not really bred for eating, if you know what I mean. Because when you get a chicken from the supermarket, it's kind of just been intensively bred for eating. But when you get like a normal chicken in your garden, it's kind of like for breeding, for laying eggs. Because we've got, God no, I don't know how many chickens I got here. I got like 20 odd chickens, I reckon.
Nice. Well, I think it's a problem when a gallon of gas, like when eggs cost like over $1.50 more than like a gallon of gas. I think that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, and at the same time, they're at the same time that everything's getting more expensive, they're just trying to close everything down and make it harder. So I've just seen something about in the UK how they're trying to ban gas stoves. You know, it's like it's this idea that everything's going to be electric. You know, like electric cars, electric cooking, electric. So they're pushing all that at the same time that the economy is collapsing. So living out in the country with chickens is the only thing that you can do.
They're acting like lithium and cobalt just grows on trees. Like it doesn't.
They would probably like have a lot more fires if they grew on trees. A lot more lightning.
Good.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll be. Aren't they trying to ban chainsaws, like petrol chainsaws in California? I heard. So you've got to use electric chainsaws.
No gas blowers either. No gas blowers either. You know, we're doing this for your protection, mind you. Now, sometimes I just wake up and ask myself, what have I done to reduce my carbon footprint?
I drive a diesel.
Hey, there you go. Hey, Mike, you there?
Yep. What's up?
You want to, do you care to expound on double share rate? And maybe, I think Nomad might like to hear that, or I'd like to hear what Nomad has to think about your double share rate. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, that's the whole thing that makes Icosa special. Besides like having like, your ownership kind of the auctions and getting rewarded the Hedron from both pools and stuff, So like let me bring up hex model so I have accurate numbers. 3-0. All right. So all right. So 1 T share today will get you on a Quattro Cinco. It'll get you a 239 Icosa. Let's just say 240. And as the share rate goes up, the amount of Icosa that is redeemable for that 1 T share goes down as the share rate goes up. So that's just the one share rate factor. Now, here's where the double share rate comes in, and that is due to the stake points. Now, remember, guys, like with stake points, stake points get more expensive with the share rate. So day by day, you are receiving less Icosa per share, and you're receiving less stake points for that Icosa. And that's like really the big value proposition in my eyes. Like it's like a combination of things, but like the like Rich's thing is like the double share rate's greater than the regular share rate, in a sense, like, but like it is variable dynamic yield, so there might be a time where there's no HSIs in there, probably not, but like, or like way lower amounts, but there also could be way more. So, but like because you get less Icosa for 1 T share, and you get less stake points, it's like that effect of like you guys getting in now. It just takes way more economic energy in the future in order to obtain your same amount of stake points from your initial investment. Like, does that make sense? Because like if it takes, I don't know, like let's say it takes $300 to get 1 T share on a 15-year stake, and then you go and get your certain amount of stake points. Like, well, tomorrow you would have gotten less Icosa and you would have gotten less stake points because you would have had less Icosa and the stake points cost more. Anyone got a question on that? I think that's a pretty like a difficult one to really wrap your head around, but because you get less every day and the stake points cost more, just makes Icosa more rare over time. Eventually, you'll only get 1 Icosa for a T-share. That's really far down the road, but like, like a year from now, it might be instead of 240 Icosa, you only get 120, and instead of 2 M points, now you only get 1. And who knows about the prices of hex and all the other variables on it.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah,
Should I burn my Watson?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you should just burn it. Like, don't keep it. They're worthless. I think Watsons are going to do really well this upcoming set of auctions. Like, obviously, Icosa Pool is going to do good. Like, everyone's going to get paid fat. Like, but like the Watsons, I think are. We'll see how. There's a lot of Watsons burnt so far since the last auctions. So you do just get more Icosa because there's less Watsons on the field. I think they're really undervalued still. They're still around these, like, if I could get a good price on one, I'd pick one up. But like I still think that like staking Icosa is really valuable. Still gonna put in for famous. I'm just gonna do like a grand or two, and gonna use that as a mining tool or like cash out method. Earn USDC. Oh, I wanted to bring up this too. Like I'm talking tokenomics. There's a lot of things going on. One kind of cool thing with the famous token is that you're probably going to have a lot of holders on it. So you should get quite a bit of price appreciation, I would imagine. Like, if like the FTT token can go to $40 or whatever, and it's just like, dude, with this, you actually like have ownership of like the platform in a sense, like where you're, like, how do I want to put it? Like you get paid based on the transactions and the profits of the platform. That's what real DeFi in my eyes always was. Like, like Uniswap, they're like, yo, dude, they're like, here's a token. You're like, do I earn yield on it? They're like, nope. They're like, you can go use it and vote. I think they have like voting or something with Uni, but then it's just like the Uni guys own all the coins, so it's like your opinion doesn't fucking matter. So it's so like, I hate crypto sometimes. Every fucking fucking coin sucks. Oh, duct tape this thing on, See the PulseX though, that's cool. With all the arbing opportunities between Hex and Icosa, even I guess Hedron too. But it really excuse me. It really sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm fucking tired.
We've got a really nice payout today of 6.831, 12.2 million hex in penalties. I don't know. I guess that same dumping wallets PESing, and it's been giving most of those gains last week.
Oh, for the Hex payout per T share.
Yeah, and that's we still got 45 minutes to go, so pretty nice.
Oh wow, we did it. Yeah, it was 6.8, almost 6.7 the day before. Wow. Remember trying to explain to people, it's like, yo, dude, like if there's less shares, the payout per T share has to go up. And like, I like had to fight people over it. It wasn't Pulse Chat, to be fair. Like a lot of those guys didn't own Hex or stake Hex, so like there were a lot of guys who obviously did. Like that's where it started. That's another thing, dude. I bet you like as soon as Pulse launches, everyone's going to start buying Hex. Just like all the guys who own Pulse. Like I see a lot of those guys eventually buying Hex too. Hopefully they already did. Like hopefully you're buying the dip. Holy shit. So interesting that like with Pulse, it's just like good tokenomics, and then you have zero inflation with like super fee burning. So your yield's probably going to be very low, but I think like that'll make the price of Pulse do very well. I got to make sure I buy some gas. I have to dollar cost average and at least get enough for transactions. I think that there's a chance Pulse gets busy at some point. I don't think it'll be as bad as like ETH or anything like that. But like, fees could go up. So DCA and try to buy a dip, especially after like the first 50, 60% dip. Like I like to DCA from there. I'll add $100 of FOMO buy on the first day, just for fucking good measure. Well, I'll be right back. I got a phone call.
ETH is making a little run, from this morning, maybe 1328 into 1356 right now. So I wonder what that's about.
Look forward every day to my yield. It's so beautiful. Yesterday was a good day, dude. It was like 1% in terms of Icosa. Like really, really big. You know, when you look at the traditional market, oh, okay. But it's like, dude, you'll earn like 1% in a year. Yo, is Nomad still in here? Oh, we lost him, boys. Kevin, have you looked at the double share rate?
I
Understanding
mean,
how that works?
yeah, like I want to, but I've got so many things going on that like, and it's like, yeah, there might be a lot of money there, but the fact that I have to break it up into multiple pieces makes me, I don't know. Yeah, like, and maybe it'll work for 6 months, but then when the seed money runs out, I don't know.
It makes the Icosa more rare though, and there could always be another injection of extra seed liquidity. And it doesn't even have to be for a long time. It could just be for a day or something. But
So
like,
like,
let's say, sorry.
so yeah, if I wanted to do $10,000 with that, I would need 50 wallets.
200 or 10,000 divided by 200. Yeah.
Yeah, like unless there's like a program that I could do, but then it's still like that's a lot of gas.
That's true. You could get nuked on
Yeah.
gas.
I mean, at least you don't really have to end it. So if it turns out in 90 days it doesn't work out, you don't even you can just hold it.
Yeah, you could let it run like a 6 month and then it'd probably be fine. But yeah, I hear what you're saying because it's like $6 to $10, I think, to like start a wallet and get everything staked and everything.
Yeah, so like you could turn me like let's say you could turn $10,000 with a bot into $50,000 in 6 months or something. And I'm like, well, for the amount of time and investment, I might be able to get better returns elsewhere. For me, you know, if all you have is $10,000, go for it. Like you get 5x your net worth, but um, and then there's also the risk of just I don't know bear market stuff. Um, so like yeah, I mean it might work out really well, especially if you're like just starting out your nest egg, but if you're already a millionaire, it's like okay, that's I'm gonna increase my net worth 5% maybe if everything works out the way I think it is.
Gas fees did get pretty gnarly last time. And what was it? It was like 15, $20 for a send or something, bro. Oof.
You mean like in the last bull market?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think that the bull market it's not gonna get that crazy until you know I think the seed money is gonna be gone before gas fees are a problem, but it's kind of like a unpredictable thing. Like maybe I don't know. I haven't done the math, but
Oh, and you did say that you were going to do it, but you didn't. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I've just been studying programming and trying to get a like remote thing going on just so I don't have to sell any hex in the spare market.
Dude, Kevin, why do you always sound tired? You're making me tired over here. What's going on here?
I've always been that way since I was like 5. I just talk I talk slow, and it's more that I just don't really care what people think. I think it's kind of like a filter. Like if somebody's bothered by me talking slow, I probably just don't like that person. Like
No, it's not because you talk slow. You talk like you're fucking falling asleep mid sentence.
I guess it's because I'm bored. Because this is not, like I'm not always like this, but it's kind of like this is kind of like work. Like um, I'm much more happy hanging out with my girlfriend watching a movie or something.
True.
Although I don't really watch movies, but we do just hang out and laugh about almost anything. But that's not very productive in this scenario where you're talking about crypto and also it's just like I just don't really like if there was somebody really fucking cool in here, I'd start trying hard maybe. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I just woke up. You fucking put me to sleep. Jesus. Oh God. Share rate increase. Nice little 3.6% pump coming soon ish.
Yeah, what day is that exactly?
February something. I think it's like the 20th or 25th or something. Can't tell. That chart. Is that the Godwhale stake that's coming out? Is that why it's ratcheting?
Like I don't really understand why there's like I guess the only reason that one stake would ratchet more than the other is because it has more bonuses, has more longer pays better, and more bigger pays better. So there must be a big and early stake that comes out in February. And I guess that this thing assumes that they'll end it and that they won't, like maybe that person lost their keys and they can't end it. I don't know. In which case somebody could good accounting it and would still ratchet it. But a 1-day stake today will ratchet it just as much as a 2-day stake basically yesterday, or a 1-day stake tomorrow. Like it's interesting how the math works out so that they it doesn't really matter when the thing started or ended, it will ratchet the share rate every day almost.
I like that. Keep making those shares harder to get, baby. Make mine stronger. I do think that after another big run, we'll get another cleansing of the 10x bonuses, and then boy, there's gonna be a point, boys, for those 10x's, man, and all the Icosa that you're yielding. It's gonna be nice. It'll be very nice. Oh, did you hear, Kevin? I'm going to be a professional Hedron dumper.
How does that happen?
You don't sell your hex and you don't sell your Icosa, and then you just sell Hedron all day.
Historically, had you just sold the hex, you could then now buy more hex with Hedron because since inception, Hedron went up more than hex. Not saying that's the good thing to do. I'm just saying historically, you'd have more hex if you did the opposite.
Yeah. Now you have the HSIs if you just want to play the share game. I'll be real. I'm about like the shares and the Icosa at this point. Like whatever ways I can accumulate more. I'm really, man, there's something about Icosa, man. It's just such a weird like part of the system, and I'm still like, it keeps me up at night. Like it's so interesting how it works.
You sure that's not the cocaine and hookers that might keeping you up at night?
Yeah. That'll definitely keep you up at night. That's for fucking sure.
Did someone say wine tasting? Count me in.
I do enjoy like a nice Jack and Coke, dude. Like I like Jack and Coke. Or just a nice. I like Miller Lite. I know it's not a real beer. I know.
Yeah.
That's not a real beer, bro.
I know.
They say pick your poison for a reason.
My buddy's always getting the fancy beers and getting anything weird he can get, and he's always drinking the fancy heavy ones. And it's just like it's like the refreshing, like just like light beer. I don't know, man. Goes down quick, nice and easy.
I thought pick your poison meant. Sorry to interrupt, but I thought pick your poison meant like you got to choose the woman you're gonna love, and regardless of who you choose, this is poison. Like, but maybe I misunderstood.
I just mean alcohol's poison, and it's all poison.
I see. I thought it was related to women, or maybe it's just a general saying. Okay, I see.
I mean, what you said is, I don't think I can argue with that.
Do you know what I find crazy? I've just pulled into McDonald's. There's 7 police cars, obviously all on their break. And I mean, like, these are the people that are like protect us. They're supposed to be fit, and they're eating McDonald's. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they used to be expected to like, patrol outside of the car, like on foot. And
yeah, now they're just fat slobs. They're like,
you know how dangerous it is in some of these other cities, dude? Of course they're going to stay in their car.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah.
No, but like, if they needed to get out, like, they just eat McDonald's. It's like, it's not very good, is it?
You know, I've definitely seen some bad cops and stuff, but like most of the cops like I've seen like had encounters with, They're all reasonable people, I feel.
You know, I've been choked by my share of cops. Not in the street though.
What were you doing, Fish? What did you say? You were angry, weren't you?
No, if you hang out at jujitsu gyms, you end up getting choked by a lot of cops and or firefighters and correction officers, all kinds of people.
Potheads. Fifteen-year-old girls.
There's all kinds of demographics, for sure.
Yeah, I'm a blue belt. I had to quit though because I hurt my neck.
Are you
Yeah, man,
sure
that's
you didn't
still.
just fall asleep mid-lesson?
Yeah, man, blue belt's no joke, man. They don't hand out. It takes them a lot to give people belts. I haven't spent much time in jiu-jitsu, but definitely have a lot of respect for it.
Yeah, I won the SoCal championship at blue belt and also in brown belt and below in judo.
Yeah, that's legit, man. That's really cool.
Just like a big.
But yeah, it's funny you see like potheads and cops hanging out.
Yeah, dude. It's exactly. Yeah, I was the pothead getting choked by cops, but I used to surprise them too. So it's funny though, dude. It is a lot of potheads and fucking cops, though, dude. To be real.
Yeah, it's like 30% potheads, 30% cops.
You know, is it me? Is this like an outtake? But if you have a like sidewalk, I think people with bikes should be on the sidewalk. I don't think they belong in the road with cars. Am I wrong here? Can someone point, like, what do you guys think about that? That bothers me.
That shit drives me fucking crazy, dude. Drives me up a wall.
Like, there's a
drives me-
sidewalk. Like, I know that's for like walking and stuff, but you can ride your bike on a sidewalk. What the fuck?
The worst is when you encounter like a pack of like street biker, like street biker people that they ride like four wide, talking to each other, you know, as if they own the road.
How else are they going to enjoy their biking without all the gossip, man? They can't do that on the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Me and Ian's graphs are lining up again. It's a good omen.
That's so funny.
So it's true. We're just going to be going sideways for a while, huh?
I think that happened like 2 months ago too.
That's good. Yeah.
You know, the more I look at the space, it's just like, man, Bitcoin really does suck, man. Man, you know, like having commitment to Hex is a little different, right? Like you bought, you're like, you staked, you're committed to the just the EES, you know, keeping your promise. But like, you know, I'll be real, if it like cost me like a couple $100 a month to keep my Hex stakes, I'd be like, oh, you know, it's just like with Bitcoin mining the way it is, it's just like, bro, if you want to do transactions, bro, you're going to have to be tossing out some extra electricity money. I think a lot of people don't realize how big of a issue that might become at some point. Well, we'll see.
Yo party.
Yo party, baby, woo!
I like seeing myself receive free money and out earn inflation. Thank you very much. Alex?
I'll be real, man. Like if we don't see Icosa at $1 soon, I'm not going to be able to afford cereal and milk. Dude, it's like $10 for a like thing of milk and cereal now. It's like, what the fuck, bro? $6 for eggs. God, man. Do you have chickens right now, Rich?
Fortune, dude.
Yeah, we got some eggs here, but yeah, you know, hyperinflation, that's the hidden tax, and most normies have no fucking clue, but everyone's, you know, we're all gonna get taxed to hell. That's why secure your stuff in trust. Don't own much. Flip the script. Don't own anything, but actually be happy. Control a lot, but don't own much in your name.
By the way, don't talk about how many chickens you have, Rich. That's like talking like how many T-shares you have right now. All right. There's some people really looking for eggs.
Cat, potatoes, and chicken eggs for sure.
Yeah, a dozen eggs costs almost double what a gallon of gas costs in some cases. Sounds like a sustainable trend.
These are good. I like them, but I prefer booby juice over period blood.
What?
I'm lost.
I was just saying I like milk better than eggs, but in a funny sort of way. What do you want to eat for dinner?
Is that is that what eggs are? They're period blood?
Yeah, especially the unfertilized ones, but yeah, just they're just like cycles, you know. Chickens have
Wow.
these daily cycles. They let go of. They release an egg every day, right? Like humans.
Are some of the eggs we eat fertilized?
Usually not. Know where you're getting chicken eggs. How's it going, Kevin? Long time no talk, man. How is it over there in the other part of the world? Where do you live again? What region?
I'm like a third of the time in Colombia, but right now I'm in Mexico.
Oh, okay, cool.
But honestly, Mexico is way more dangerous than Colombia. Like, I don't know. And there's lots of people that try to scam you here. So I think it's because it's so close to the United States. I prefer Colombia. I think if I do come back to Mexico, it's gonna be at a resort.
Yo, are you in the federal district or what?
I don't even know
Distrito
what that
Federal.
means.
Distrito Federal. The federal district.
No, it's no.
Yeah. So that's like, they have the huge federal district surrounding Mexico City, and I hear all crazy shit about it.
Yeah, at 7 in the morning, New Year's Day, these taxis wanted $50 for a 7-minute drive. And there's no other way no other way that I knew of to leave. And they wanted, and our place was an hour away, so they wanted 250 to go an hour in this like piece of shit cab. In Colombia, a 2-hour taxi is like $40 or something. I think it's just there's so many Americans here that there's like a business that's involved out of scamming Americans because they're so naive.
I take offense to that.
Well, I mean, it's just the American is it's so easy to live in America. Like you don't have to worry about anything really. I mean, historically, who knows in the future?
We have a lot of women with a lot of strong opinions that you gotta be careful about them. All right.
I mean, I don't care. They don't know. I'm not like literally none of my friends are Americans. So all of America hate me. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't have any friends from Colombia either. Fucking piece of shit.
I mean, like we're like online acquaintances. We're not really friends.
Yeah, I'll definitely say that. Yeah, we're definitely like not friends. Yeah. I'm out.
But I'm trying to. That came out wrong. What I was trying to say is that I wasn't talking about you.
I noticed. Oh, I'm not even here. Yeah. Now, Kevin, I want you to think of a world where you take $10,000, you buy Icosa, and then you make a ton of 30-day steaks.
Wait, say that again?
Make 30-day steaks. So $10,000 would take 500 wallets. How does that sound?
Maybe in post-chain it'll work because the fees will be so low.
Oh, post chain, please save us. You know, it's really crazy. You know, you hear about like all these things during sacrifice. It feels like forever ago. And you know, seeing all the pieces being put in place, Icosa, Watsa's, I think Gerard is doing some type of NFT platform. I'm not sure. Like you know, we have longing and shorting now and DeFi and like the auctions and being able to arb that and tokenization of HSIs. I would imagine that like Pulse Chain has like better S load function and for ending stakes, but like maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I would imagine something. But just like, do I just see bajillion transactions, bro? Like a fucking bajillion, just endless transactions burning up Pulse, and then PulseX, putting money in. Think of like what Ethereum would have done if Uniswap like bought back stuff, or if it actually had like really or no inflation with fee burning. Man, like Pulse Chain would have just, or I'm sorry, ETH would have done way more than the 14,000x that it did.
Yeah, I missed the first 100x in Hex, and I still made 200x. So yeah.
Plus interest, baby. Plus interest. But like, I don't sell my Hex anymore, so I'm not a weak fool like you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't sell my Hex no more. I'm a Hedron dumper. I told you.
Who said I sold X?
Oh shit! Look at this guy stepping up. Okay. I'm pretty sure that you told me that you had steaks coming out soon. Why, didn't you tell you had a steak coming out sometime? What are you going to do with it? Why isn't that out 15 years? Why don't you discuss with the class why?
I'm making 30% APY, and I sell probably 3% of it per year or something.
I respect that. Respect it. I just want to see Hacks at $10 and just laugh at everybody. Just all the Bitcoiners crying. It'd be so glorious. I want to see Icosa at, I don't know what's $10. Isn't like $10 evaluation on Hex? Like, isn't that like $100 or something? That's like actually nuts. Like when you think about like Icosa could easily be $100 token. Easy. So Kevin, we were talking earlier and we were all laughing, like if you know how Icosa, Hex and everything works, now we're having longing and shorting and everything. And it's just like, dude, like Icosa is always like Icosa and Hex are probably always gonna, because like coins just get bought and then they get staked. Like people aren't holding them liquid and stuff, so like it has thinner like liquidity. But like, could you imagine like these platforms? These people are going to come in thinking they're so smart. They're going to be longing Icosa at the ceiling, and they're like, "Yeah, man, look at the chart. It's just going to keep going," and they don't realize there's like a fucking ceiling in between. Like, oh god, so funny. All right, we're having to take over in a minute here. I'll be right upstairs.
I think we're all recovering from too much chat rooms. Kind of the past few days have been very active in here, so it's okay. The sound of silence is healthy.
Yeah, we still got to get
I was in the one last night.
You know, The sooner we get all the weekends out, the sooner we can start the next bull market. So I'm I think that's one of the problems with Bitcoin actually is that you have so many weekends and they're not selling. But you know that they're going to, but they're not. So it's like there's so much FUD that just won't go away. Like this Mount Gox thing. This guy's been selling for 2 or 3 years and he's still selling. And that's preventing people from buying. Whereas if you just sold it all at once, then everyone would be like, okay, it's over. The worst is over, and then they get in. It's the same thing with Hex. We got these people holding on. We got these dumpers holding on to 100 million Hex, and they won't just dump it. What did you say?
Are the Mount Gox guys dumping, or is the guy dumping his coins, or are they dumping it as for the lawsuit?
Well, they like appointed somebody to dump their coins for them, and they've been doing it for 2 or 3. They've been doing it for 5 years now. So it's like, and you know, somebody out there is not buying Bitcoin right now because they know that Mount Gox has like 100,000 Bitcoin left to sell.
You know what it is? Dip Catcher is the one who's doing it, and it's it's locked up for 15 years, like all his other stuff. It's a 15-year only. Come out in 15 years. I can't believe they've waited this long. Like, rip the Band-Aid off, dude. Just get it over with.
It's almost like they want, like the whole thing was planned out to make Bitcoin not go up. They want to have as many FUD things out for as long as possible. You know, like if the FUD came out and then they just sold, then it's over. You know, like nobody even knew it happened. It's kind of like, wow, the price just dipped. What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I guess I might as well buy the dip because that happened and now it's over. But now we've got like 5 or 6 people there. Everybody knows is gonna dump, but they won't dump.
Dude, what do they forever sit there and just never sell and just like make everyone on edge, being like, dude, as soon as you buy those 100,000 BTC are coming down on your fucking head.
You know, actually, I just had a wild conspiracy theory pop into my head. What if Japan created Bitcoin and Mt. Gox is like their way of laundering it back to themselves? Because that's where Mt. Gox was incorporated, was Japan, I think.
Isn't that for like regulation reasons? Like Cardano was out there, like they held their like They said it wasn't ICO, but like I think they have weird laws over there because like, and that's why some places will start there. I don't know.
I think I've heard something like that before.
The guy that was the founder of Mount Gox looks exactly like Randy from the Trailer Park Boys.
I see it.
Yeah, they've got some really weird laws because Yamaha and Mitsubishi is like these companies are these like conglomerate companies they have are some of like the biggest corporations like in the world, the worst monopolies in the world, because they make literally everything from like house appliances to cars to motorcycles, pianos. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, they do literally everything with these conglomerates. And they're also banks.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's like a Chinese thing. I don't know. All the hardware came from there. I don't know. What if I told you guys Satoshi Nakamoto is in this room? I'm Satoshi.
Damn, dude. Wait, Conrad Zen sold his hex?
I know he made his own coin.
Damn, I thought that guy was based. Guess not.
Did he say he got out, or is it a rumor?
I don't know. It's just like I was just reading the Icosa chat, and I'll link to it here. Apparently, he had an interview last year where he sold or said he sold. I don't know. Maybe he just sold his Hedron. I don't know.
Well, I would have sold last year too, had I known. He might have did a really good play. He might have sold towards the top. And now he might really get in bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem with people trading if they like, if they're making money and they're pumping my bags. Okay.
Yeah. People who are making money don't give a fuck what you think either.
There's room for traders. It's fine. I'll be buying the 50 to 80% dips on the next bull run every time.
All right, so yield ticked over. It was like 1/3%, and a little bit of a lower Hedron day. I also take 1/3% in a day, especially if you bought Icosa a little lower. Like, wow.
Woo! Got the yield. Give me a woo, Mike.
Did you guys
What kind of party is
I
this?
don't know if this is like, but with the publicity stunt, there's no way it'll pass. But the the Congress is gonna vote on whether to abolish the IRS and the federal income tax. I honestly don't have that much faith it would happen, but
You need a
I
nap.
would take everything I said back.
This is a yield party, bro. You eat too many of those weed brownies or something?
No,
I
I've been
mean,
talking
say
to Kevin
something
for like
exciting,
half
and
hour.
then I'll stop acting bored.
We just gotta we got the yield. Let me get a woo. Come on, Kevin, give me a woo.
We got the same yield we got yesterday. Woo!
There you go. I want that Ric Flair woo.
Woo!
Kevin, have you ever touched caffeine
Nope.
in your life?
I hate caffeine. Nobody cares that that America might actually abolish the federal income tax.
I
lot of
care.
stuff.
I care.
Yeah, I there too. A lot of talking point stuff. It's all like
Am I in the only?
political theater.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't see it passing. But like, if it did pass, I would be like,
Well,
maybe Colombia isn't the best country that I've been in.
yeah, it's like I would hope to think, especially people who are in crypto, the majority of people know that federal income tax is unconstitutional anyway. So hopefully, most people realize that.
I like my IRS agents with guns. Thank you very much.
Oh shit! Did you see the video where they were like going through the White House and like there was like one dude in a wheelchair and then like a lot of them didn't even know how to hold guns and like their shirts weren't tucked in and shit. It was ridiculous.
They did like a Charlie's Angel pose, I think, on one of the pictures I seen. Yeah.
Come on, are we that stupid? I guess yeah, normies kind of are. And the IRS basically functions on bullying tactics and has for many years.
Looked like they needed a lot more training than what they had when they shot that video.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, there might be hope for the United States if they actually abolish the federal income tax. I might be exceptionally tired because I was up until 7 in the morning partying at a music festival. And now I can't sleep because my sleep schedule is fucked.
I was thinking maybe Godwell EESs or something. But like, what if he just leaves all his like Hedron there? Then it just sucks up all that liquidity forever. Poly guys are already there for 15 years, so
I guess Pfizer's coming out with a new shot for people with myocarditis.
Wow. They just keep like doubling down, splitting the cards. Oh man, that's crazy.
So Like psychopaths, they literally have no shame. Yeah, what was I gonna say about oh yeah, the Godwell. Is the Godwell the OA or is that a different Godwell?
Different. There's like 2 or 3 Godwells, or
Uh
wallets that are like this, but I think there's like an official 2 or 3 wallets for the the one that's safe for 45 days. I think that's the official Godwell.
but the actual Godwell is the guy who or the OA which has like 85% of the hex and probably most of the Hedron too.
Well, the OA didn't stake all its coins.
No, he only staked like 2% of it or something, but still that's more than 10% of all the T shares. I think there's only one person that has more than 10% of the T shares.
What's after Trillionaire?
Quadrillionaire?
What?
Quadrillionaire.
The first quadrillionaire, Richard Hart, controversial figure.
I mean, he might be the first trillionaire because literally, I mean, by the same metric that they measure Elon Musk, Richard Hart was one of the, like, literally very close to being the richest man in the world. At its peak, I think Hex was worth 300 billion or something, and he owns like 85% of that. Yeah, so like there's 650 billion Hex. At one for maybe a few days, it was worth 50 cents, which puts its market cap.
I'd rather own 80 or what you're saying, Richard's away.
I'm not. I mean, I'm just speculating.
I don't think he is. I'll be real. I don't think Richard's away.
You think like the dev team is, or like what?
My conspiracy theories have gotten too crazy. I'm done. But that's my opinion.
I mean, there's a few situations. It could be like the devs divvied it up. It could be that it's like an AI algorithm or something, or it could be that it's like a trust that has multi-sig and everyone has like votes on it. I don't see that happening. It could be that it's like a country or an organization that that hasn't been named or won't be named. I don't think that's very likely either because I like not he doesn't. Richard Hart's really cool, but I have a feeling that most of his friends are probably women. I don't know, but I don't think I don't see I see him being somebody who's like I made it, I get the credit, I get it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like by all means, if that's what you want to do, but that's just me reading his personality. I don't know.
I don't think he is. It might be. Oh.
It's funny to think that 5 years ago, every single one of us was in the same exact position that Richard Hart was to create Hex in the community and all that. And he's the one who did it, and nobody else even came close. So he definitely deserves more credit than any of us.
Kneel, you mortals in crypto. Kneel.
And he's also right about almost everything in crypto. I can't think of anything he's wrong about, but I'm sure there's something, and I wouldn't be the one to pick what it was. But yeah, if the market cap of Hex was 330 billion for a few days, if somebody owned 80% of that, they might be the richest man in the world. If they owned anything else, they would definitely be the richest man in the world.
Well, on paper, like, because there's like the Saudi guys. I think they're a lot richer. They have an entire country of like oil.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people that are off the radar. Like I guess that guy's worth more than $1 trillion. That Saudi prince or whatever. That would be crazy. Imagine just being born into being basically a trillionaire. Like your whole life, you just have access to literally any resource that you wanted for your entire life. It's insane.
Good, gentlemen. I'm fucking tired. I've been talking to Kevin way too long. I'm like losing it. The sleepiness. I'll fucking hit you guys up tomorrow. Kevin, go get yourself an energy drink.
Hey, anytime you need to sleep, just give me a call.
You'll talk to me and make sure I fall asleep peacefully.
I charge 10 hex an hour.
Oh wow, that sounds like a fucking bargain, dude. I'll fucking hit you up later, brother. So.